two in while we're in the car.
Yeah, we'll get one.
What's up, YouTube?
What's up, YouTube?
It's GA Stant's house, and you'll never believe what car we're in.
We're in the 2000 Celica GTS that I guess more or less like kind of started the YouTube. Well, no, I guess
this car is
Honda, the Prelude.
The Celica is the reason you guys are subscribed to the channel. So if you're still with us and you're still watching this video, thanks. We're gonna
try to fill you guys in, I guess, on what it's been doing. We've kind of been off the map a little bit for the past couple years.
4 years.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean we haven't been working on stuff though. So that's why we want to give a little update.
Yeah, we've just been off of YouTube for a little bit, just wrapping up school,
college,
and you know, working on getting jobs and everything, and life's just been, you know, a little busy, and yeah, so we're back and we're gonna be trying to make some content, keep the channel up to date a little bit, and so we thought it would be fitting to update you guys on the Celica. We had quite a few videos on this car. This is a 2000 Toyota Celica GTS with the 2ZZ engine. This was actually my very first car that I got April of 2013, I think, so 9. That's actually just crazy thinking about it. But yes, this is my first car. This is what got me into kind of tinkering on cars. There's been a lot of little things done to this car, kind of just over those 9 years. But actually, probably the most transformational stuff that has happened to this car has actually been since we kind of left off with YouTube. Yeah, we thought it would be a good idea to just like
show you guys what's making those noises.
Yeah, give you guys a little bit of update on where it's at now and what's been done to it. So stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next clip. Alright guys, so this is the Celica GTS as it currently stands. It's got the 1.8 liter 2ZZ performance engine that came in the Celica GTS's in the 7th generation. So that's been in the car ever since I've had it, and you guys have seen that. But the major big thing that has happened to this car since the last time that we covered it is actually this unit here and the kit that actually goes along with it. This is the Blitz Supercharger kit for the 7th generation Toyota Celica GTS with the 2ZZ. It's designed specifically for this chassis with this engine. What I think makes it the coolest is actually it has the front mount intercooler and all the charge piping. There's some Greddy kits that are just, it's a supercharger on a manifold that goes straight into the head. And then there's some other kits out there, but this kit is definitely, I think it has a coolness factor to it, and of course I'm biased, so I'm gonna say that, but this is definitely the most transforming modification that's happened to this car. It really makes the car a lot more fun to drive, and it makes it a lot more interesting of a build, I think. Actually, this kind of came into the picture not right away whenever we left off. What actually first happened, and I think I actually had these wheels before we stopped making YouTube, but I never really showed them in a video because I never got to that point. But these are a 17x9 Konig Hypergram, which is a flow formed wheel. It's kind of like a hybrid of a forged and a cast wheel. So they're relatively light, you know, compared to a fully cast wheel. It was kind of like I couldn't pass it up. The color is not my favorite. I think it looks okay with the white. I'm personally a silver or machined wheel color finish, you know, guy, but these work for now. I like them. They're light, and the tires are good. Another thing, kind of left off with installing the FIC, which at that time, the plan for this car was actually to make it, to boost it with a turbo. And of course, whenever that deal popped up with the Supercharger, I couldn't pass it up. So the plan changed a little bit, but I am still running the AEM FIC piggyback with the stock ECU. And so I installed that, and I showed that to you guys in the video, and with the gauges, the glow shift gauges, boost and oil pressure, and then I have a air to fuel ratio right in front of my steering wheel. So that was another thing I kind of did. This was right about after we stopped posting videos. I got a glass sunroof, I got new fenders. These are repainted. I did these with cans and a 2K clear in a can, which actually turned out really good. And some motor mount inserts to kind of stiffen up the motor mounts, which at the time this was still NA. So, but again, my plan was to eventually give it a little bit more power. So I wanted a little bit of extra support on the engine to prevent, you know, some wheel hop and stuff like that. So that's about where the car left off. It was raised up with these wheels. It had, you know, some extra little goodies, a sunroof, new fenders, stuff like that. And then that's where the actual donor car kind of came into the picture. I picked up I believe is a 01 Celica GTS, and it had the supercharger kit on it. And I'll show some pictures. This car was in rough shape whenever I got it, it definitely needed some work. Like I said, parts were everywhere with this car. Swapped that stuff over, got the other car running, and I dailied that GTS and had this as my nice supercharged GTS. That was kind of my fun and show car.
It is nice.
It is nice.
I can vouch.
It's nice. So I have a bunch of pictures here that I'll show of the two cars together and some of the things I did to each one as I had both, as I was, you know, fixing up the other car and getting it nice enough to be dailyable and stuff like that. Some more pictures of just parts, junk, and painted supercharger compressor and other components, the front mount intercooler. All this was done with cans, by the way. So yeah, I got the white Celica fixed up, the 01 GTS, and drove that NA for a while as a daily driver. Eventually, I ended up selling that car. I picked up a 09 Honda Fit Sport, which I still currently daily drive. I've put 70,000 miles on it since I bought it, and I like it. It's a great car for my commute. I was actually commuting about 90 miles back and forth each day for about 2 years, and it did me well. And then in about the winter of 2020, maybe about when COVID started happening, so that's whenever I got the air suspension kit. So the kit is a D2 air suspension air strut kit for the Celica. It's specifically designed for the Celica. I hid the gauge in there and made the switches stealthy. It's just on a manual management, just pneumatic switches is the cheapest option, and I didn't need a fancy computer or anything to get me started with that, so it is just pneumatic. What's up? That's an air compressor and a tank. Yeah, so this is just exactly what came with the kit, the base plate and all. At some point, I think I'd like to get rid of that base plate and actually make a kind of integrated, make it more integrated in the trunk. But for now,
I do like the stock carpet look though. I think that's cool if you'd go.
Yeah,
like that.
It would be nice to kind of keep that, maybe just bolt it to a plate that has that stock carpet on it. But yeah, I agree. I like the stock carpet look. Yeah, that's the air suspension. It's a bummer we have to. I should have just gotten video of this stuff because it's a bummer you have to talk through it so fast. Because, I mean, it took me a little bit to install it. I had fun doing it. There's a lot of good.
The MR2 will get bags or something, and we can make a video on that.
Maybe. You said it, not me. So that's the air suspension. Once this kit went on, that's actually whenever I did the bulk of my street tuning on this with the AEM FIC piggyback. I used a combination of course, the FIC, the AEM program, along with Excel sheets and an OBD2 scanner, and logging that through my phone and using that to plot my fuel trims and know where I needed to make adjustments in my fuel map. And if you know anything about the piggybacks, it's about balancing, adding fuel by adjusting your pulse width and by modifying your O2 sensor readings that it's sending to the ECU to make the ECU happy. Since it's piggybacking off your stock ECU, it's not a standalone. So I think you can always squeeze a little bit more power out of a standalone and you have a lot more control over it. So I think at some point the plan would be to do a standalone with this. And you know, when will that happen? I have no idea. I'll kind of end with this last modification I did. The most recent thing that I did to the car was on the front end here. I put a Pakfeifer fiberglass lip on there. I got it secondhand and it was previously repaired. The lip was broken into 2 pieces at some point, almost 3. And so whenever they put it back together and repaired the fiberglass, it wasn't quite at the right shape. The passenger side was actually a little squeezed in. And so basically I had to jig up the lip with my front bumper, cut it, and realign that to where it should be. So I did some fiberglass work. That was my first time fiberglassing anything, which was fun. I really love the lip. It really makes the front end a lot more aggressive looking. And with the bags and it being fiberglass, I'm not so worried about, you know, scraping it, breaking it. And so I think it's just a nice little final touch. The car was always missing a front lip. And so it was just due for having a little bit of an extra aggressive flare to the front. And then of course I just have some pictures of it at the Carlisle Import and Performance Show in 2021.
A whole year ago.
A whole year ago. So that was the last time I showed it. It's been mostly stored, but I've been driving it here and there just casually, just to enjoy it. But that is currently how it sits. So that's about it for now. This is my 2000 Celica GTS. Blitz supercharged, air suspension. You guys got an update on all that stuff that's happened since the last video. Appreciate you guys watching. Subscribe to the channel, and hopefully we'll be seeing more of this car in some videos coming up. So thank you guys, appreciate it. Take care. Until next time.